So I have to keep pausing and because of this because of my software being what it is. Oh. Oh, it's full already. Well, I can't carry much stuff even if I'm doing this on easy. I'm not such a good... I'm not so good with limited resources, you know, obviously, but... Okay, so... I needed a chainsaw. Was that it? So is that guy gonna have it, or where can we find it? You gotta admit some of the enemies look rather funny. I mean...
Out of ammo?
With all the... with all these pins and bolts and nuts and things in their heads. Oh, you... I have no idea where the the gunfires went off. I don't think I actually... Wherever they were set up, I don't think I actually hit anyone. Unfortunately. Ah! Right, it was that one. Well, I was hoping I wouldn't need to try and... Oh, he's got one.
Out of ammo?
Shit. This isn't gonna end well, is it? There has to be a quicker way to... No, don't die. Let him die at least. Oh god. No, I pressed the second one. Come on. Oh god. I'm never gonna finish this demo. Hello, I just thought it'd be nice of me to keep you updated on this particular demo. I am gonna cut it off here because I was really handling the limited supplies very badly. So I ran into a point where it was really hard for me to progress. Um, and B, I am terribly sorry, but honestly, I found it very boring. It is the first time I have played a demo of something, and I just wished for the demo to end. But you know, people's tastes are different. These are my personal opinions. Um, and I think that whatever this game that I could see of the demo, at least, other games have done better before it. It's generic. It brings nothing new to the table. Um, it might as well have been a Resident Evil. I don't really understand why it wasn't. Um, it's it feels like a Resident Evil slash Silent Hill clone, but not as good as it could have been. The graphics are nice looking, but the cutscenes are very stiff. People's movements and faces are really weird and very stiff and deadish. They really feel like mannequins posed. Um, like the scene where the ambulance goes over the cliff, and instead of like terror or something on the face, and mind you, I have not played the full game till its end, so maybe maybe that is a point or something that everyone are or is mannequins, but I don't think so. Um, you know, the female characters, her face in that crash, she was like, ah, I'm falling, I'm floating. It's just like, what? Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna finish this demo. I don't know how much further on it went. If I were to play it through completely, I would do it completely different. Another thing that I also really disliked was the inventory system, because when you ran out of something, you lost that spot, you lost a slot. So when you found that thing again, you had lost the slot for it, or the set button, because I don't know why, really. I don't know why they couldn't just let you keep. If I say that button 1 is medicine, and I run out of medicine, just remember it, please. It was really frustrating and made it more annoying and fiddly than it needed to be. Then again, I was not good at this game. I mean, that's the truth. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at this type of game, obviously. And so, you know, fault's on me as well. I was not caught up in the story. I didn't, you know, really like anything. I liked the cutscene with the car going and the visuals of the city, like, skewing. And I like the old, you know, familiar, like, Resident Evil and Silent Hill themes, sort of, that things are slightly off, it's a bit weird, and you go between worlds, and the monsters. Now we didn't get to any, like, big monsters. It was just zombies, basically, here, whatever they call it, but zombies they were. The big guy, you know, the big Hulk-esque Leatherface type of character. I think it would work better in first person, actually. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm sure it has a huge fan base. So you know, all good. What else was I thinking about? Yeah, I was actually thinking that there's a lesser game that's been really panned by critics. Oh, now I have a cat on the door again. Yeah, so there's a lesser game that actually did a lot of the things that this game is doing better. And I'm ashamed to say it, but that was Alone in the Dark, the remake, retelling, reimagining from what was it, 2009, I think. And that's not a good game. That's a very broken game. But, you know, it had more. For being, you know. How shall I put it? I mean, the thing with which several games have obviously done since way back in Tomb Raider and everything, but like throwing Molotov cocktails, having the reticule, or what's it called? Things like that. The fact that you could, like, you're supposed to use fire to extinguish your enemies here, it was also in the Alone in the Dark game. But you could actually drag the bodies into fires. You couldn't do that here, which is like completely illogical. But I suppose if you buy into this whole world, it would make sense, I guess. But here you actually have to use your matches so that you use up your matches. Or maybe I just didn't find the right button to do it. But I did drag bodies, I'm pretty sure, into fire, and it didn't set them on fire. I'm pretty sure I did. What else was there? You know, the inventory system in Alone in the Dark was brilliant. For a game that was really crap in many aspects, that was a brilliant thing. That you actually opened your jacket, you looked down into your pockets, and it was limited spaces, and you had what you had in there. And then, as you were looking into you still had that. It didn't pause the game like it does here, and is common and usual in most games still, but it actually continued the world around you, so you could be attacked while you were looking into your inventory in your jacket and fiddling about. And I thought that some hated that. Some actually thought that was a really bad choice of the game developers or game designers, but I thought that was epic. Also, I did like some of the more tedious things in that game, where it was like, it was very much frowned upon that one part of the game was called, well, you have to destroy these roots, so you have to burn these trees around Central Park, by any means, at your disposal. And when you've gotten rid of enough of them, you can progress in the game. Okay? And then at some big trees would have a sort of guardian, an enemy that was protecting it, and you had to get close enough to, you know, try and set it on fire and kill the enemy or try and escape him. And some just call that filler. But I really thought I really liked it. I felt like I was progressing and getting somewhere, and it felt satisfactory for some reason for me. I understand completely the persons who don't. You know? But so even the tedious parts in that game never felt tedious to me, and even the driving section, which was immensely, you know, frowned upon and debated back and forth, and it was, you know, it was told that it was completely broken. It was almost hard, I mean, impossible to do almost. But I actually was thrilled by that, and I did retry it again and again and again, and it was very frustrating. But when I made it, it was such a thrill. Thank God the game didn't crash on me then, because of course, you know, that that is a game stopper. But you know, it had thrilling bits. It was so bad it was funny in the dialogue department. Here it's just boring. Boring, flat characters. They had bad characters in Alone in the Dark, but they were comedic. They were so bad they were funny. Very dislikable. You couldn't relate to anyone, and they were very dislikable. But here they're just completely flat, as far as I can tell from this. And the voice performances are also very flat from what I've seen from the demo, mind you. So yeah, from playing this, it doesn't grab me at all. But again, that's my personal opinion. And so I'm not gonna... And I think I, painted myself into a corner here in this game by not getting a hang of the inventory system and the combat system and so on, that I don't think I can progress. So therefore I'm discontinuing it. And now you know.